Ayan. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat and welcome back sa mga OFW na laging nanonood sa atin ng mga programa. At this point, pag-usapan natin ang isang balitang di ko alam kung makakatulong sa atin. Maganda ba ito? Or baka hindi. OFW pension. Siguro mainit sa ating mga kababayan pag-uusapang pension, no? Sobrang nakakaano yan, nakaka-motivate para sa isang OFW. Siyempre, hindi naman lahat mananatiling bilang OFW, 'di ba? Lalo na yung mga OFW na nasa Middle East, wala namang ano diyan eh. Wala namang tawag dito, citizenship. Hindi kagaya ng ibang bansa, OFW ka doon, pwede ka pang maging citizen. So nangyayari, nagiging dual citizen sila doon na sila Pero para sa ating mga OFW yung nasa Middle East at ibang mga bansang walang citizenship, ano ba ang inaasahan natin bukod sa ating mayuwing pera na pinagpaguran? Meron ba tayong mga aasahan pa sa gobyerno? For example, no? Worry no more dahil sinabi ng CHR na ipinupus nila ang OFW retirement system, no, para sa mga OFW. Well, ayon dito, the Commission on Human Rights expressed sinusuportahan nila ang measure na nagki-create o magki-create ng retirement system para sa mga OFW, citing that it could be uplift their lives. Tama nga naman, makakatulong yan. Sinabi ng Commission on Human Rights, inisyu nila ang statement supporting House Bill 00176 or ang tinatawag nilang Overseas Filipino Retirement System Act at yung House Bill 8574 o mas kilala bilang Kabayan OFW Pension Act. To this end, ang proposal bills na ito ay nagigitang step forward towards fulfilling the government's obligation upang ma-upload o ma-uphold ang mga rights ng mga tao to the Social Security. Under the proposed measure, retirement system will provide OFW retirement benefits. Kabilang dito ang mga dependents pension, voluntary separation benefit, at yung set retirement fund to support these benefits and similar gratuities. Pero tingnan natin ano ba ang tinutukoy dito. Tingnan natin kung ito po ba ay maganda para sa ating mga OFW or hindi. Sa inyong mga cellphone, kung nakikita nyo po, sana nakikita nyo. Basahin natin itong House Bill 176 na inintroduce ni Representative Caroline Tanchay at ni Rodante Marcoleta. Kala nyo ba si Rodante Marcoleta? Teka, ano pa to June 30 pa to 2022. Last year pa pala to. Pero ngayon lang naging matunog. Ano po? Tingnan natin yung explanatory note nila. This bill seeks an established OFW retirement system which will provide retirement benefits and welfare assistance para sa mga OFW, kabilang na kanilang mga dependents. Sabi dito, there is no doubt that OFW play an important role in revitalizing the economy. OFW remittances contribute as much as 20% of the GDP or gross domestic product. The OFW are the so-called heroes of our time. Pero unfortunately, uncertainty lies before them during the old age and retirement years. Ang gobyerno has yet to establish a system that would truly assure social security and protection for the millions of OFW during their retirement. Sa kasalukuyan, sinabi nila that the Social Security System or SSS program para sa mga OFW ay nag-o-offer lamang ng limitadong pensyon na benepisyo na kung saan it matures only at the age of 60. There's no law which would allow to the OFW to neither receive a retirement pay at the earlier age nor provide voluntary separation benefits. Hindi daw kagaya ng SSS member, the employment of an OFW is purely contractual and is usually only for the shorter time period. OFW such as a domestic helper, kasambahay, and construction workers usually find re-employment difficult at the age of 45. Performing artists are not usually rehired at the age of 35. It is unthinkable for them to wait until age of 60 to receive their pension benefits under SSS program. So sa madaling sabi, nababahala sila na sa SSS program kasi kapag ka 60 ka na, saka ka lang pwedeng makakuha ng benepisyo. Pero ayon nga sa kanila, inihalimbawa nila yung mga kasambahay at mga construction workers na kung saan nahihirapan na sila makahanap ng trabaho abroad at the age of 45. Lalo na kung natapos yung kontrata, masama yung kinalagyan nila, umuwi ng Pilipinas, tapos nasa na sila, senior citizen na, nahihirapan sila makahanap ng trabaho. To think na hindi sila makakuha ng benepisyo dahil nasa edad 60 nga naman ang sa SSS program. Kaya naman naglabas sila ng isang House Bill kung saan i-establishing nito ang OFW Social Security pati na retirement system and appropriating funds therefore. Pero tingnan natin sino ba ang mga sakop nito. Okay. Tingnan natin dito sa Section 4. Sabi dito ng batas, Overseas Filipino Worker Social Security and Retirement System, there is hereby establishment or establish an OFW and Social Security hereinafter refer to the system which will cover documented OFW who are duly registered with the POEA. So dito sa binubuo nilang batas, ang i-cover lang dito ay mga documented na kung saan dumaan sa POEA employment system. Ang objective sa Section 5, sabi dito, the system shall have a following objectives. Una, provide a retirement benefits and welfare assistance sa mga OFW. Okay? Pangalawa, develop a saving pension plan. Yan, sabi dito, pension plan. By which OFW can be encouraged collectively to contribute part of their earnings in order to protect them against hazard, old age, disability, sickness, at mismong kamatayan. Pangatlo, i-ensure na viability of the funds remitted by the OFW at establish a trust fund which will constitute the contribution of the OFW. Ayan ang sinasabi ng batas. Ang sistema will endeavor to strike a right balance in management and safekeeping of the funds remitted down ng mga OFW while extending the benefits of the system services to the rightful beneficiary. Pero doon pa lang sa sakop, kawawa naman yung mga undocumented. Dati naman yan documented Paano ba nagiging undocumented yung tao? Pag tumakas sa employer, minaltrato, tumakas, undocumented yon. Or baka naman baka ang ibig niya sabihin dito yung mga walang duly verification of contract, walang OWA membership, something, baka ganun ang ibig sabihin. Okay? Sabi dito naman tingnan natin dito sa Section 10. Sabi dito sa batas, compulsory coverage. The system shall be compulsory upon all the documented OFW, provided that if an OFW is member ng SSS or any similar entity as provided under existing law, same shall be discontinued, and any benefit or benefits occurring to the OFW from such membership shall be integrated to the system. Compulsory coverage of the OFW under which the system shall take effect on the first day of his employment in the foreign country. Section 11 naman, sinasabi, separation from the employment, kapag daw ang isang covered OFW is separated from the employment, the obligation to pay the contribution from that employment shall be ceased at the end of the month of the separation. But he shall be credited with all the contribution paid and shall be entitled to all the benefits provided in this act. Kapag naman ang pag-uusapan ni retirement, nasa Section 12, lahat daw ng covered na OFW na nagbayad at least 120 months contribution prior to the semester of the retirement and who has reached the age of 45-year-old shall be entitled to a monthly pension. The computation daw po ng monthly pension shall be determined by the Board of Trustees in accordance with the actuarial system of the SSS. Upon naman na namatay ang isang retired OFW pensioner, yung primary beneficiary ng as of the date of the retirement shall be entitled to 80% of the monthly pension and his dependents to the dependents' pension. Provided daw that if he has no primary beneficiary and he dies within 60 months from the start, if this monthly pension, the secondary beneficiary will be entitled to a lump sum benefit equivalent naman sa greater 20 o 2 times, tama ba? O 20 times of the monthly pension or the difference of 60 times to the monthly pension and the total monthly pension by the system excluding po ng dependents pension. Nagigets nyo ba yung computation nila? Okay. Maganda yung hangarin eh. Kaya lang parang unfair para sa mga undocumented. Para sa akin lang, no? Para sa akin lang. Para sa akin, dapat inilagay dito yung undocumented. Kasi OFW rin naman yan eh. Ang mga dating OFW na lumipat sa ibang employer kaso wala na silang, hindi sila nakapag-renew ng kontrata or OWA membership. Kaya napakahalaga talaga namin pine-verify yung kontrata just in case magkaroon ng mga ganitong batas na magbibigay sa atin ng magandang kinabukasan, in na kayo, di ba? Dito naman sa section 3, sinasabi dito that the dependents pension shall be equivalent to the 10% of the monthly pension for each dependent child which shall not exceed 5 beginning with the youngest and shall be without substitution, provided that his dependents born before his retirement and of a marriage subsisting when he was 40-year-old shall be entitled to the dependents pension. Section 4, early retirement and voluntary separation benefits. Sino man daw OFW na magboboluntaryo na elects in writing to retire prior to the age of 45 but who has served for at least 5 years in overseas employment and separated from the overseas employment ay mababayaran ng retirement or separation benefits equivalent naman to 1 1/4 month basic salary for every year of their respective overseas employment and the nearest or the nearest equivalent fraction thereof favorable to them on a basis of the highest salary which they respectively receive in the course of their employment in the foreign country. Maganda rin naman. Dito naman tayo sa section 15, retirement fund. There shall be created an overseas workers retirement fund. Hereinafter referred to the fund where all the OFW are duly registered such as POEA shall remit 5% of the gross monthly income at least 10 years. Teka lang. Parang nabobo ako dun ah. The fund shall be used for the purpose providing retirement benefits and similar gratuities to the OFW or the beneficiary. Section 16 naman, sinabi dito, the source of fund, in addition to the monthly contribution of the OFW to the fund shall be financed from the following sources. 10% from the fees charged by the medical testing center, which provide medical tests to the overseas job applicants. 10% rin naman para sa mga bayad na chinards by the Philippine International Airport to the outgoing OFW. 10% naman from the fees charged by the OFW Training Center and 50 million pesos annually for 5 years to the appropriated and be taken from the contingency fund of the Office of the President to complement the OFW Fund Reserve. So ang daming pagmumula ng pondo, no? Grabe, from the testing center, Philippine International Airport, training center ng mga OFW, kung 5 milyon ay makukuha sa contingency fund ng Office of the President. Appropriation naman, Section 17, effectively implement the provision of this act. There is hereby appropriated the amount of 100 million pesos for the initial capitalization of the system to be charged to the current appropriation of the Office of the President. Thereafter, the amount necessary for the continuous operation of the system shall be included to the annual General Appropriation Act. Maganda sana to kung papayagan. Pero paano na lang kung hindi pinayagan yan? Kung masap sa Pangulo. So lahat ng yan ay magiging abulang din ulit. Or bahagi lang ng mga nakapending dyan o nakasuksok na mga papel sa mga folder dyan sa mga cabinet ninyo. Sa tinagal-tagal ba naman na maraming OFW, kailan ba nagumpisa yung mga migranteng manggagawa? Panahon pa na siguro ng mga lolo't lolo ko may mga OFW na. Pero wala pa rin naman tayo naririnig, no? Na magkaroon ng OFW pension. Tama naman, meron tayong SSS program. Pero iba kasi kapag yung nakatuon talaga sa mga OFW, we feel something na we're so tawag dito, valuable, no? Kasi pagka sa amin nakapangalan, no? OFW pension. Napakasarap pakinggan. At we feel tawag dito, proud. Kami po OFW. Talagang tawag dito, madadama namin na yung sinasabi ninyo bagong bayani talaga. Kasi may mga pension kami makukuha eh. Kaso wala eh. Unfortunately, wala. Sino kayang mga politiko ang magpapasa ng ganitong batas na hindi naman magkakaroon ng negative na pagtingin or hindi tamang pagtingin, kasi lahat naman deserve. OFW, undocumented man yan, or deserve natin ng pension. Pero dito sa batas na to, tinutukoy kasi the OFW, tawag dito, documented. Diba? Ay nako. If you like this video, maraming salamat po. Paki-share na lang ito sa mga kaibigan nating OFW. Baka may matutunan sila. At tingnan natin kung anong kanilang mga opinion hinggil sa balitang ito. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.